Hi everyone.
Hi, Lijo. Hi, everyone. Just wait for 1 minute. Let the audience join and then we can start it.
Okay.
So, hi, everyone. Welcome to the APG Live. So, my name is Rahul. I have also with me, I have also three of my colleagues, Lijo, Mitali, and Batul. They all are education counselor. So, basically, today we will focus on to the education queries in this live. If anyone is listening to us who wants to ask any kind of a question related to the migration and education, please feel free to share your question. So just a quick update for the last week. So NSW still has some seats left. So they have a quota of 3,000 invitation for 190, and for 491 they have a 2,000 seats allocated by the Department of Home Affairs. But for 190 they have only used 1919, and for 491 they have used 1317. So if anyone is living in New South Wales, so I think you should continue to stay with New South Wales. Do not change your state as of now because you still have a chance to get invitation from the NSW. They are the only NSW is the only state who has more seats left. Anyone who is waiting for the invitation, all the best. And so here I will open a mic to my other colleagues, Lijo, Mitali, and Batul. So would you like to share something? And meanwhile, if anyone is listening to us, please feel free to share your question. There is a one more quick update. So next week we are doing two pop-in consultation in one in Wollongong, second one in Newcastle. So we will be in Newcastle on upcoming Thursday, and on the next Friday we will be in the Wollongong. If anyone is living close by in these two cities, please register yourself because seats are limited. That's all from my side. Lijo is over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Rahul. So, uh, good evening, everyone. So, I hope like that I'm from Kerala as well. So, if any Malayali Mallu guys is watching this video live, you can also ask the questions in Malayalam. I can answer in Malayalam as well. So, hope I'll get some Mallu clients as well to ask the student ask the questions. Over to you, Mitali. Mitali, I think you are not audible.
Am I audible now? Hello everyone. So welcome to the APG Live. My name is Mitali and I'm happy to guide you through the essential steps from admission to securing your student visa. And today's session, we are covering everything regarding admission and migration both. So we will also have a live questions and answer sessions. So you can keep your questions ready as well. And here we have an education team with the Malayalam language, Urdu as well, Hindi or Gujarati. So anyone would like to speak in the native language as well, they are welcome to ask any questions.
Hello, everyone. My name is Batul, and I'm the student counselor here, and I'm from Pakistan. So, if there is anyone who wants to speak in Urdu, so I speak in Urdu, and I'm here to assist you regarding the education related to any PR related fields like early childhood, social work, nursing, related to anything. So, please feel free to type in your queries.
Am I audible now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Liju, right now, what do you think? Like, what kind of queries you are getting the most?
Yeah, Mithali. So basically, the clients, right, the students majorly have the inquiry right now because from students, especially coming from my region, they are doing mostly the management courses. So, Rahul, bro, I also have one question related to like that. If, especially for IT students, how good that course is for the future, for their future in Australia. So, major students, I'm coming from my region, especially from Kerala. They come from the background of especially in IT and engineering. So, how good is that occupations for the students?
It's still a good occupation, and like as with the IT, if you have a IT degree, you can get the multiple skill assessments. But the challenge with this occupation is pretty common between the students nowadays. And like if you want to expect a notation in this specific occupation, like in any IT occupation, firstly you will have to get more points so that points can be done. Like if you are not able to get 8 each, you still have a chance to get invitation, but the people who is with the 80s, they can give the hope. Moreover, if you are able to find a job in this field, even a part-time job, so that can also help you. Not only this will help you to give you the points for that skilled employment, but also you can get a sponsorship from your employer as well. If any you are let's suppose you are working in IT, you have 1 year of a work experience, and your employer is happy to sponsor you, so they can sponsor you for the 482 visa. So there are multiple options available, and yes, there are multiple ways to get the skill assessment as well, such as like if you are not able to find a job, you can get your assessment done via skill assessment via PY pathway as well. So PY is a like mostly who is not aware of this program. So it's a professional year program. The duration of this program is 10 months, and you can do it a 1 day class for a week, and then 7 months will be a theory classes, and the remaining 3 months will be internship. So and this will also give you a chance to find a job for, and if you are able to secure the job, that job can help you to get like sponsorship and the points in the future as well. Apart from that, there is a one we were discussing today, so for regarding the student visa. So it, as we are aware, like it's bit common, but still number of people has a query related to how much funds they need to show. So as you all are a education counselor, so if you will be able to explain like how this funds criteria works for the student, so that will be helpful. I'm where I got very surprised at time to time when people come to know, and then like they are like not aware how much funds need to be shown into their visa application. So Lijo, Mitali, any one of you can explain like that how this financial criteria works. And meanwhile, if anyone listening, please feel free to ask any question. Any there is an we are happy to answer any kind of a question. If you are studying something and you want to know about like your career pathway in that occupation, or you want to know about like a skill assessment pathway, or what could be the PR options after doing that course, we will be happy to answer. So please, if anyone is listening, share your query. We will be happy to answer. And Lijo or Midali, if you can explain how the funds criteria works for the student visa
Yeah,
application.
sure, we
And
can.
there is a one more very critical date is coming. So generally 15 March is the date where number of student visas expire. So there is another date is also 30 of August. If your visa is expiring on this date, please keep in mind the fund calculation, which is Mitali or Lijo is going to explain to you right now. So please listen carefully to.
I think, yeah.
Am I audible, right? Okay, so regarding the funds, basically they need to show the annual tuition fees, which is as indicate as per the offer letter. That will be the 1 year of tuition fee. Then living cost of the main applicant, which is somewhere around $29,710. And living cost for spouse, if you have any dependent on your visa, then it will be $10,394. And if you have a child, then it's somewhere around 4,400 approximately. And if they are in the school, basically it's above the 5 years, then they need to show the schooling cost as well, which is approximately 13,500, and the travel cost. So that is the mandatory things which they need to show at the time of visa extension.
Mitali, someone is asking I think the client wants to know about the Bachelor of Nursing into the Feb 2026. He's asking, is it available for the Feb? If you can tell about like what universities are available for this course and how much would be the fees and then admission criteria for Bachelor of Nursing and Diploma of Nursing both.
Hi Rahul. So yes, Bachelor of Nursing admissions are right now open. It started open. So few of the universities have already started for their February 2026 intake. This is not for just bachelors, even masters are open. For example, we can say Western Sydney, University of Canberra, and few other universities are also starting. A lot of other remaining universities are also starting by end of this month. So this is a reminder for everyone, whoever want to start their course for Masters of Nursing, Bachelors of Nursing, they should start the application process as soon as possible. And the admission criteria, just basically, if you are looking for bachelors, you should be from a science background. Also, there is an IELTS requirement of 7 E's. Students should be able to get 7 E's to secure their admissions. But if they're preparing for the IELTS also, they can start the admission process right now and get a conditional offer letter. And in the meantime, they can secure their IELTS and get the admissions confirmed. So whoever is seeing the video, just this is a reminder. Just if you're looking for one of the best courses and wants to become a nurse.
Yeah, the same guy is asking like, are they offering COE? Definitely. Yes, they are offering the COE as well. I will take the question from Vikrant. So Vikrant is asking, I have done motor mechanic and skill assessment, and I'm on a bridging visa of 407 with 6 each, and looking for a general migration pathway. So as you have a skill assessment as a motor mechanic, Vikrant, so definitely recently the NSW conducted a notation round 1 or 2 weeks before. They invited people with the 70 points, so 70 plus 5. So if you didn't mention about your points, so if your points is around 65, definitely you're eligible for the 189, 190, 491, all the streams. But NSW, they have invited so many motor mechanics in the last notation round, so you can keep the hope for that one. Apart from that, you are 407, which you are on a bridging. So definitely all the best if you will get the grant of this visa. If and so if you want to know further, please share your exact points and also then we can take your query accordingly to that. But yes, you have a good chances of getting invitation. And if your points are less, for example, you are on 65 point, try to get 80 each or 90 done as soon as possible. So if you can take it up to 85 or 75, so your chances will be improved from there. I hope I have answered your query. Thank you, Vikrant.
So Mitali, there are many students who are coming with the query that their student visa is getting rejected. So what can you say? What are the common mistakes that the students are making that is leading to their refusals?
Actually, right now, most of the students are making some mistakes and they are getting the rejection of the visa as well. The main point is they are making the weak GT statement. It's not show the genuine intention as well to living in Australia. Then main important thing is the incomplete financial document, which they are not submitting on the time, which is the main important, the part of the student visa. And another thing is the course which they are choosing, it's not aligned with the background or career goals. So student need to select the course which is aligned to the previous study to get the visa, ratio in the good percentage.
Adding to that, Mitali, nowadays we can see like that the immigration, mostly they are interested to find ask the source of the funds which the students are showing right now. So basically, we will be always asking the students right now whether if you're arranging the funds, if the funds are shown recently also, but there should be a proper source from where, how did they get the money, if it's an education loan or something like that. Always works out. Yeah.
And even Lijo, the question which you asked na, regarding the IT profession. So basically, Rahul, as per you, which is the most in-demand IT course? Let's suppose if someone want to select business analyst or in cyber security, so which major will be the benefits in terms of PR for
So
future?
there is a no point blank answer for this question. So basically, what department does is sometimes they invite the people with on the 85 point from as an analyst programmer and some and business analyst. They are recently getting invitation on the 95 only. So but time to time it changes. Sometimes they invite people with 5 point less and all. So what I always recommend to my clients, if you are with the IT, you are a IT professional, try to get multiple skill assessments. So maybe if you will be in better luck, so you can expect invitation in not in a one occupation but in a different occupation. Do not stick with the only one assessment.
State do you recommend it to students if they are planning to move to the regionals at this stage?
For this financial year, not really, because Victoria is also already closed, and so NSW is the only one who is offering. They have few seats left, but apart from that, like NSW and Victoria is the only state where you can find a IT job easily. I think if you will move to Tasmania, it's very hard to find a IT job into the Tasmania. And if you will move to the other states such as Northern Territory, so the chances of getting an IT job with there will be very very less. And so try to find a job if you are a IT professional. If like you have a time left, if you can create any PR pathway, so just try to get a skill assess or try to enroll in a different course and get assessment onto that one as well. For that, if we always do time to time free consultations as well, if anyone wants to visit us in our office, so we will be happy to answer.
And Rahul,
Uh,
uh, if the student is completed Masters of IT specializing in business analytics, he can join only, he can apply for the skill assessment only in business analytics, or he can apply for any other IT jobs as well,
so you are asking specifically about the job or with the degree only?
with the degree and with the job as well. Because, for
So
example, if the
the
student after
from the qualification, it depends on your subjects. So what kind of subjects you have completed, so that you can get the assessments. But on from the job, like let's say if your job is only aligning with the business analyst, so then you will only get assessment as a business analyst. Depends on like if you have few more duties which can align with any other occupation such as a project manager or something, you might get an assessment. But that one we can only advise after looking at your employment letter.
And about the PY course you talked about for the IT professionals, so is it applicable for other professionals as well, like engineers?
Yes, so there used to be three: accounting, for accountants, engineers, and IT. So that's the update which came like 2 months back, 1 or 2 months back. Basically, I don't remember the exact date. So there is a no longer available for the accounting professionals. So if you are a recent IT graduates from Australia, you can enroll into a IT PY program or an engineering program. If you are from offshore, you have a Master of Engineering degree and you have assessment, you may meet to get the enrollment requirement for Engineering Australia as well. So there are the two bodies who are accepting this PY and new enrollment. It's only with the IT or engineering. But yes, immigration is still accepting. If you are from an accounting background, you have completed, you can still claim your 5 points with your accounting PY. There is a no update from the department yet, but from CPA and the accounting PY providers, they are no longer accepting the new applications. A requirement of getting to enroll into the PY is pretty straightforward. So you must be onto the 485 or a 476 visa, and you cannot do it on the bridging of a student or on a student visa. So you can only do this while on a bridging visa of a 485 or a 476. Once your 485 is done, then you cannot do this course again. So that's the pretty crucial thing. Number of people who came to us, if they have, especially who has a job in their own fields, and IT professional, they do not sometimes they do not want to spend the money like extra 7 8,000 on these programs. But I have seen people regretting later as well when they are not able to get that extra 5 points, because for IT people every single point is very crucial. So if you are on a 485 or you are recently graduated, please enroll into your pre-Y programs.
Thank you, Rahul. And as we are discussing about IT, so can we? I have one more question. Like, how about the chances of advanced diploma of IT telecommunications?
Yeah. So what can you please like specify your question?
Like a lot of students right now who is from coming from IT background, they are doing right now advanced diploma of ITs, telecommunications especially.
So for the skill assessment, they can go with Engineer Australia and they can get an assessment into that one of the telecommunication occupation. But for that one, they can get it through the CDR pathway. And nowadays, it's bit it's not that easy to get that assessment through the CDR pathway. For that, especially with like advanced diploma, civil construction design professionals, they are not also not able to get that skill assessment because I have seen number of the assessment is getting rejected by the EA because that is no they are not meeting the minimum requirement to enroll onto that course. There is a no further update on that one yet, but yes, some of the colleges are offering additional units and on they you might use those program units to use in your assessment to get your positive skill assessment. Anyone who is listening to us, please share any question if you have. We will be happy to answer.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
So I just got one, query just recently before few minutes of live. So I got one query that student is studying a diploma of community service, which is from non-accredited institute. So I already advised her like in the pathway how she can get enrolled in the accredited institute if for the diploma of community service or either in the bachelor, but she has another question that what will be the best option like if she want to do the skill assessment based on the non-accredited institute based on diploma of community service. So Rahul, is there any pathway for that based on work experience if she will work in the aged
Yeah,
care?
for that kind of profile, they will have to work in their own field for minimum, I think, 12 months. And then they can get an assessment, and then job must be specifically for as a community worker, not from a like a disability support worker and all. People get confused in between these two. Like sometimes they believe it like they are working as a disability support worker and they can use that experience as a community worker. So that's a two different thing. You will not be able to get a positive assessment if you are working as a disability support worker and all. But anyone who is working as a community worker, yes, the pathway for through the skill assessment, through the employment is possible for them. And that's why these kind of courses, if you are doing it and planning to do it the accredited courses only. There are multiple colleges available in Sydney and all. If anyone is listening to us from the other states, so we have options available for them as well. So we can explain in details. If please contact your nearest APG branch. We have a branches in across the states.
What
Yes,
about the
thank you.
social work? If someone is studying social work, bachelor's or master's, can they get the skill assessment for the community service as well?
That's a bit subjective, but yes, they may be able to. Yes, they can and they may be able to. But they do not generally required as long as they can are able to get 7 each into the IELTS. So the social worker is always into the demand. So and people easily find to get a PR. Like I haven't seen many people who has a social worker assessment. So the only people go for that community worker assessment who are not able to get that 7 each into the IELTS.
And for the
So
people
you
who
guys can also explain like what kind of a course is available for the social worker, community worker, and all of that. What's the fees and all of that stuff, please.
yeah, that was I was about to say, because those who think like that they want to study the social worker but doesn't have the background, they are eligible to study, because that's the good news for everyone who is watching this live, that there is a possibility that you can get admissions to become a social worker. So background is not an issue right now. That only thing is like that you have to get that 8 background subjects which is required. So we can check your documents and we can see how many subjects are matching. If that is not matching, also there are options that you can become a social worker right now. Okay.
Mitali, can you please tell a little bit about the Migration and Education Expo is happening on the 5th of June? If anyone is listening, so what they can expect and when it's happening?
Yeah, sure, I can. So basically, we are going to have an expo which is on the 5th June and from 1 to 5 p.m. So that is actually golden opportunity for the all students, right, who are planning to study in Australia or want to get the permanent residency, because you will be having a chance to meet the university representative directly, and over there you can ask the question or you can discuss about your backgrounds. Even you can check eligibility, you are eligible to get on the spot offer or not as well. And if you eligible, you will get the offer letter as well on the same day if possible. We can try the best. And another important is every attendees will receive $100 e-gift card voucher which they can use towards the APG services. And yes, Rahul, 15 minutes free migration as well. So they can meet you and other migration agents as well at the same time.
So that e-gift card will be for what? How much will be the worth for that one? $100?
Yes, $100, which they can use for the APG service.
What if like we are a group of 4 or 5 friends? Everyone will get it or just one person?
Yes, everyone will get it. So
Okay,
that is
that's
the main
interesting to
thing.
know.
And you can have a migration advice, which is 15 minutes free. So you can decide between the course and what it will be the PR pathway at the same time.
If I would be a student at that time, I would definitely invite maybe 20 of my friends. So then APG would pay me maybe around like $2,000 or something to all of us. So
Yes, so we already started, the registration links and everything is available as well. So please start registration as well if you are planning to visit.
no ways. I think let's take 1 or 2 more questions if is there, and then we can end this live. So anyone who's listening to us, please feel free to ask any questions. Uh, we will be happy to answer. So here is the opportunity we are giving to you. Like this is the time where you can ask any question. So I will be happy to answer related to the migration purpose. For education, we have a team member. They are very qualified. They deal with a lot of students all the time, and they can secure you the COE within a day or two as well.
So for the nursing, as already we discussed, what about the enrolled nurse right now? What is the chances to get the permanent residency after diploma of nursing in regional area as well?
So for that diploma of nursing, the pathway for them to get they can become an enrolled nurse after doing their course, and they can use the still 7 each which they have provided at the time of their admission if it's still valid. And after becoming an enrolled nurse, they can apply for a state visas, state nomination visas such as 491 and 190. Uh, for this financial year, it's not a part of the NSW list. But again, like let's say if you are into the regional area and you're working for a 6 months from the last 6 months, and NSW might, and you could have been applied for, still you could have been applied for even it was not onto the list, because it's not into the list for that pathway two, but for the pathway one it was always there. And number of nurses like and for the other states such as Victoria and Tasmania, so state to state, the chances of getting PR in this occupation is also good. Like people, number of people got in touch from the Tasmania as well, because finding other jobs is not very possible from there. But like a enrolled nurse job is very easy to get. I think like there are huge demand of the enrolled nurse across the Australia, even into the regional areas as well, wherever there are the aged care centers and then like the hospitals and all. So this occupation is always in demand. We are hopeful maybe NSW will put it back into their NSW skill list for the upcoming financial year as well. And that some, and in 2022 or 23, number of people got the 190 as well in this occupation. So this is a good option. Like yes, sometime skill list is update time to time. Sometimes they put that occupation out, sometimes they put it back. But if you're doing this course and if you are on a TR, which is you have it for 3 years and you don't want to enroll into the graduate diploma of early childhood, you can enroll in this course. And somebody who is working into the aged care, they should definitely do this course because they can make a career out of it as well if they have.
Yes, that's why, because what I'm getting queries, they want to study diploma of nursing on 485 visa because either they are working in the aged care or health center. So I think for them that is a good option because they have already interest in that field as well.
And like nurses is like even they are not planning to stay in Australia, they are moving to other countries such as UK, US and all. Like they can find a job over there as well if they are a qualified nurse from Australia. So Mitali, how much is the fees for right now for this occupation? Just roughly around fees in New South Wales in other states as well.
For diploma of nursing? Yes. So its fees depends, it's vary depending on the universities and colleges. So averagely, if we calculate, we can say like that for 18 months to 24 months course, it can cost you around 30 to 33,000. It's for
Yeah.
tuition fee.
So I think that's all for today. If like
One more last point, brother. Last one, Rahul. So the students who are completing diploma of nursing and want to interested to study bachelor's, their admissions process has already started for next year. So any inquiries, any options required, kindly reach out to us. Back to you, Rahul.
thank you so much to everyone who ever listened to us and whoever joined this live. So basically we do this live every week, 5 to 6 on a Thursday. If you want to join next week, you can join us. Like we are going to continue to do this live on 5 to 6 in upcoming weeks as well. Again at the final update, so like yes, we are going for a open consultation in Newcastle and Wollongong next week. So Wollongong will be on a 30th, which will be Friday, and Newcastle we will be on a Thursday, which will be I think 29th. So if you are living close by, please join us over there. Thank you. Thanks. It's all from my side. Have a good weekend, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.